his speech is going to be pulled apart and analyzed because of the remark about isolationism, and of course it's going to be the contrast. We've already seen that in the press with former President Trump and some of his policies. You don't agree with that?
Well, I mean, the only thing about it, I just know that we can't be isolated. The whole world depends on us. It always has. You're the superpower of the world. You don't become the superpower of the world being isolated. So I don't want to look at the politics of it. That's why I'm independent, because I get so tired. The politics has been weaponized, not just in America, but around the world. You got to pick a side, and the other side's supposed to be the enemy. That's not who we are. There's only one side in our country, and that's the American side. It's the Democrats and Republicans should come together to solve the problems that we have. And that's all we're trying to do. I'm just trying to dedicate the rest of my life to bringing this country together so that we can continue to be the superpower of the world.
I'm so curious, and I know it's off topic, and I want to get back to the ceremony and if there was any one moment that was moving to you. But I got to ask you about switching to become independent. Yeah. Why did you do that?
Now, I wanted, first of all, I've been an independent all my life, okay? When I say that, I've always voted independently. I've never been driven by a party, and I don't look at politics through partisan lenses. I just don't. Never have. But I wanted to make sure that I ended my career exactly how I've always felt in my heart and how I voted. And my commitment to the people I represent, to my state of West Virginia, and my country. I didn't want to wait until I got out and then change and everything. I wanted to make sure now that they know exactly who I've been. And I've just gotten so tired of all the bickering back and forth, like so many people in America. Whether they're griping about President Biden, griping about President Trump. I've served with both of them. They both have good qualities, and they're both things that I agree and disagree with. But can't we at least sit down and talk as adults and try to come to, an understanding of each other? And I'm so sick of the name calling and pointing fingers and basically denigrating each other.
And I think that's very fair. The first question I had, though, when I heard that you were becoming an independent was, is he getting ready for possibly a presidential run?
I have no intentions of running for political office, and I've been very clear about that, okay? But I'm going to do everything I can to support and find people who truly put country before party. Whether they're Democrat or Republican, whatever identification they may have had political, I'm going to be looking and supporting them. I'll support Democrats, I'll support Republicans, I'll support independents, anybody that really truly has a desire to serve, that basically is committed to the country and won't be wedded to the party. That's it.
Favorite part, something that really was moving to you during the ceremony today?
I think basically when the French, the President Macron of France gave his highest award and honor, the Napoleon Bonaparte Award, if you would, for bravery and fighting for freedom, and went on each one of our people and how he embraced them.
That was really something, wasn't it?
I says, I love the French for that. It's like an Italian. We do the same thing.
And these wonderful men getting up, standing up and getting up and, and standing up.
And, of course, the flyover and the F-35s. That was pretty special.
That was pretty special. And one thing that was really, I was trying to visualize, we got here at dawn, so it was very quiet as you're driving through the French countryside, but I was trying to visualize what it must have been like 80 years ago.
We were on the bus and we were thinking the same thing. And I walked a good bit because the buses got stopped. And so I said, let's take off walking. And walking through these roads are probably the same roads. Maybe they were dirt back then. But you can just imagine the troops and the hedgerows they talk about and getting ambushed from the hedgerows. That's all the people that died on those roads.
The sound of artillery.
Oh my God.
Just echoing machine gun fire.
I'll tell you one thing. I think the most important thing is we never forget. This could have gone a complete different way 80 years ago if there had been failure, if the brave people and if Eisenhower hadn't made the commitment that we're going and they took advantage of a little bit of a window and a lot of sacrifice, a lot of carnage was here. But I never heard one of the greatest generation up there. The youngest is probably 96, 95, and they had to cheat to get in the they had to cheat and tell them they were 18 when they were probably 15 or 16. But I would say that would be the youngest. So when you think about that, not one has ever complained, never blamed anybody else. It was the last great war that we had that truly meant something and liberalized, if you will, and basically, and freedom, liberalizing freely, liberated them from the tyranny that was going on, fascism.
Save the world.
Unbelievable, saved the world. And here we are today, continue to try to save it. But as our founding fathers said, this is an experiment. It's still an experiment. Trying to govern yourself and hold a democracy together, pretty tough duty.